Hello SLAPAFISH community, and welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the SU-152 Taran, or whatever this tank is called. Basically, it's a tier 10 Soviet tank destroyer premium, which costs like 22,000 gold when it's base. So, what is this tank? It's basically a tank that does 950 damage. It's a lightly armored tank destroyer that's like the Grill 15, and it's really is just like a Grill 15, but with higher alpha, worse accuracy, and a fully traversable turret. So if you like the Grill 15, you'll definitely like this tank. So, anyway, let's go over crew skills and equipment I have on the tank, in case you want to set it up. So I have optics, the advanced concealment, advanced gunling drive, and the enhanced target info. Now, I must warn you that this is my K91 crew. There's only one skill on here that I wouldn't really use on the Taran, which is armor angling. I would definitely change it out for like off-road driving, situational awareness, or steadying. But other than that, I have Born Later, Rapid Loading, Sixth Sense, Silent Driving, Dead Eye, which is really nice on this tank because how big the gun is in Big Alpha. Ooh. Anyway, Camouflage Expertise, Muffle Shot, and Grease Thumb. Basically, how you want to set out the Taran is you want to stay hidden in this tank. You really do want to stay hidden because you're big and you're lightly armored. And yeah. And you want to outspot people, so you can just stay hidden and fire at a distance away. And maybe improve your little bit of accuracy. Because the accuracy on this tank is only 0.37, and aim time is 2.7. And if you put the gunling drive on, the aiming time drops down to a 2.19. So, good enough. So anyway, what else about this tank? So the tank has 5 degrees of gun depression, and I'm going to be comparing a little bit to the Grill 15 versus this tank, just because I can. So, the Grill 15 has 8 degrees of gun depression. This tank has 5. The Grill 15 has the better accuracy at 0.27. This one has 0.37. The Grill 15 has 1.5 second aim time. This one has 2.7. As you can see, the Grill 15 is so much more accurate. But the trade-off is the Taran sacrifices accuracy and aim time to gain alpha at 950 when the Grill 15 does 750. Also, the DPM 3100 on the Taran and 2800 on the Grill 15. Still pretty high alpha on both guns. Now, the gun on the Taran is 152.4 millimeters, and the Grill 15 is a 15 centimeter. What else? Both tanks have absolutely no armor. Their speeds are somewhat comparable. The speed of the Grill 15 is 60 kilometers and the Taran is 63. Now, the Grill 15 is more maneuverable. And the Grill 15 has the higher horsepower per ton at 21.25. Grill 15 has 21.25, and the Taran has a 17.73 horsepower per ton. So Grill 15 has a higher horsepower per ton. Also, the Grill 15 has the better the terrain resistance. So it's going to get up to its top speed even faster than the Taran. But the advantage that the Taran has over the Grill 15 to sacrifice that mobility is the Taran could turn its gun around all the way around the tank. The Grill 15 cannot. So, trade-offs here. Now, both tanks, I believe, have 390 meters of view range, which is decent, but fine. Now, the crazy thing is, the Grill 15 has 14% concealment, and the Taran has 30%, which is absolutely madness. It really is madness that the Grill 15 has that low concealment, but the Taran has 30%, and you know the 268 version 5, that other tier 10 premium Soviet tank destroyer that has armor kind of acts like a TD, 850 Alpha, that has 27%. Yes. The version 5 has almost as much as concealment. Has really good concealment for a tank that could be a heavy tank, has high alpha and stuff like that. Never played it as like a passive tank, but you could definitely play the version 5 passively. Also, now, this is also confusing a little bit. The Grill 15 gets 30 rounds of ammunition. Does 750 alpha. Now the Taran gets 44 rounds. Does 950 alpha. So you have plenty of rounds on the Taran. You'll probably never run out. That's why I'm running like 10 high explosive, 10 premium, and the rest standard. 24 standard, which is perfectly fine. Which is definitely enough ammunition to deal with every single tank on the team. On the enemy team. Maybe twice. Which is insane. And you can rack up really amounts of damage. So I have 2 replays for you. Just one on Sand River and another one on Steps. And now I actually sniped that shot on the 5 with the high explosive. And it did really well. Now the Taran actually has 303mm on its standard, 395 on its heat, which is premium, and 95 on its high explosives. So yeah, let's talk. The reverse speed of the Taran is it's 18. And the Grill 15 is 15. So yeah. What else I want to talk about? The hit points. I guess we can talk about hit points. Taran actually has better hit points than the Grill 15 at 1850, and the Grill 15 has 1800. Now let's talk about this match on Sand River. Did 5,263 damage, 4 kills, made 137,000 silver, and we got MVP. Now, you also got to remember, you're not going to be making that kind of silver, because this tank is not a normal premium tank. This is during a double time silver event on tier 10s. So, yeah, definitely earning double the amount of silver than I normally would, but still, 50,000 in that game, if you divided that in half, 50,000 silver, not bad. You're definitely going to be making silver in this tank, if you pin the shells and don't fire premium, because 950 damage brings in a lot of silver and XP. Anyway, so let's talk about how to play this tank. Basically, you want to concealment up. You want to concealment up and view range out. Make your concealment as best as it can be, and your view range as best as it can be. And take off-road driving, definitely 6 cents. And steadying would be really nice if you really do want Deadeye to be much more powerful. Take Deadeye, because Deadeye is really good on this tank. You don't really need to bump up your DPM of this thing because the alpha is so high. So you can always ditch rapid loading and just take the advanced loader, which I'm not actually running the advanced loader. I'm only running the rapid loading. So yeah, I actually killed that J Panther 2, which is actually kind of cool, kind of neat. Also, I know I'm a little late on reviewing this tank, the Taran. So to make up for it, tomorrow, I'm going to show you my the second battle I ever had in this tank. What's so special about my second battle? Well, I did 13,000 damage in that game. It's going to be a live replay. Happened on Twitch. So, yeah, definitely something you want to stick around and watch. 13,000 damage in a Taran in this tank. Also, it breaks my World War II damage record, which my previous damage record in World War II was the 4. About 9,800. And the Taran got me up to almost 13,000. It's like 12,500, something like that. Which is absolutely insane. Also, something else you can do in the Taran, if you ever get on the map like Himmelsdorf, or you need to do, like, be aggressive, you can pretty much out-trade every tank in the game. Because of your alpha so high. You just come around, take a shot from like an E5, put 950 damage in, and you run away. Also, you got to remember, you have absolutely no armor, so people can easily just load high explosive against you and just absolutely dominate you. You only have 1850 hit points, which is not a lot, but it's better than the Grill 15 by 50. Especially when people start ripping you apart. And yeah, multiple ways to play this tank. Passive, stay in the bush, like I'm doing right now in both matches, or you could be aggressive and just out-trade people. You can pretty much out-trade everybody except a Stern Tiger, 4005, a Death Star, and stuff like that. And still come out on top. So, yeah. This is actually a really nice tank. Now, does it outclass the Grill 15? That is the question. I'm going to say no. It does not outclass the Grill 15. There's definitely situations in this tank I've wanted to play the Grill 15. Okay, there's definitely times when I play this tank, I definitely want to be in the Grill 15. And there's definitely times when I play the Grill 15, I'd rather be in this tank. I would rather have the... There's sometimes you would rather have the big alpha than the accuracy. And there's times you want to have the accuracy and the mobility of the Grill 15 and just be a Grill 15. And just have that amazing aim time on the Grill 15. And just be a really nice tank. So yeah, there's definitely a reason to play a Grill 15. You got the mobility, you got the aim time, you got the accuracy. And it's still 750 alpha, which is still a lot for tier 10. So yeah, what else I want to say about this tank? So right now, let's talk a little bit about the match. Right now, I am spotty for my team. I definitely don't have situational awareness. I have 465 meters of view range. I really wanted to put situational awareness on this tank, but I wasn't going to redo my crew. Because this is my K91's crew, and I have this tank on loan for 28 more days. Now I'm a CC, so I get this tank on loan, so yeah. Also, this tank may look a little bit familiar. It is a Cold War tank, an Era 2 tank. And it's called the Object 120 in Cold War. How does it compare to the 120 in Cold War? Well, I've never really played the 120. Well, I've never played the 120. I grind up the Soviet, the Eastern Alliance tank destroyers. And yeah, but I can tell you something weird. Now, the Alpha in World War II is 950. The Alpha in Cold War, and remember, it's an Era 2. A lot more hit points in Era 2. That's like, some tanks are running 3,000 hit points. A lot of tanks are running 3,000 hit points. I actually bounced the shell right there, I think. It might have hit the log, because the log, for some reason, has like 200 millimeters of armor. It's weird, but a unique thing. Something that transfers from Cold War to World War II, which is interesting. Anyway, the Alpha on the Object 120, this tank in Cold War, is 850. Also, that's something you can do in this tank, because of the mobility, the traversable turret going all the way around. You can definitely do it in the Grill 15, but it's better to do it in this tank because you have the turret that can go all the way around your tank. And yeah, which is weird. Like, why is it 950? That is my question. Why is the Alpha 950? I mean, the 950 feels really nice. It really does. It's not the highest in World War II. It's not. You got the Stern Tiger that does 1,300 with its heat rounds, but it's pretty hard to hit a tank. You can't really snipe in the Stern Tiger. You gotta be quite aggressive in the Stern Tiger and use that armor. You can't snipe because it has terrible shell velocity, but once you do hit in the Stern Tiger, oh, it feels so amazing. Death Star in 4005. This tank actually does play like a 4005. It really does. And 4005 does 1,150 with this AP round. It could do it. It's probably just as accurate as this tank. But this tank is more mobile. And definitely has the better concealment. But the 4005 can load hash. Which hash is really nice. It's 1450, but it's not as good as the old has. But I do know that they said on the Friday stream, Wargaming's Friday stream, that the World War II version of the 4005, also that's when the accuracy come into play. That showed somewhere, I don't know where, went way above the tank. Definitely have those shells in this tank. Sometimes it benefits the tank, because sometimes I aim for a tank and it's just like, whoop, we're going to hit the tank right beside him and kill that one. And be like, okay, something I didn't want, but I'll take it. But anyway, Wargaming said on the Friday stream that the 4005 World War II one may get some love. Which, who knows, it may get its 1750 Alpha back. Which, if it does, it'd be really nice. Because 1750 Alpha, its hash, that'd be fun again. It'd be fun. Death Star has 1,150 damage on its AP round. Same thing as the 4005, but it does have the armor to hold out. It can definitely side scrape around the corner. Never played the Death Star, but I've seen people play it. And yeah, there's multiple TVs in tier 10 that can has higher alpha, but does sacrifice some things. But 950 is interesting on this tank. It's definitely unique. Is it worth the 22,000? Who knows? I mean, it's fun. If you like your Grill 15 or 4005, definitely get it. And yeah, that's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Also remember to fish because it's always nice. And peace out, see ya.